I think we can find room to repurpose some of this money.
Your Morning News Now Republican Senator Susan Collins is providing more details on where the money would come from for a bipartisan infrastructure framework. Details of the new move were hammered out last week by 5 Democrats and 5 Republicans. It would involve a 3-pronged approach: an infrastructure financing authority, repurposed COVID-19 relief funds, and a provision that would tax drivers of electric cars. This is separate from Biden's proposed infrastructure bill. President Biden is in Belgium today for a NATO summit, and the main topics for discussion include China, Russia, cyber attacks, and global terrorism. On Wednesday, Biden is scheduled for a sit-down with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Putin says relations between his country and the U.S. are at a 30-year low, an opinion shared by President Biden. Both leaders will take part in separate press conferences following their summit tomorrow. Biden is set to attend a summit between the U.S. and European Union, with topics expected to range from trade to the pandemic. Benjamin Netanyahu's 12-year run as Israel's prime minister is over after the Israeli legislature narrowly approved a coalition government. Following the vote, Israel's new prime minister, Naftali Bennett, led the government's first meeting. Netanyahu, who is now the opposition party leader, vowed to topple what he called a dangerous government and return to lead the country. Bennett's incoming government breaks a long political deadlock and will bring in the most diverse coalition Israel has ever seen, including the first Arab party to serve in the government.
Temperatures are somewhat seasonable as you head out the door this morning. Most of us in those 50s and 60s will continue to warm up throughout the morning, hitting 70 degrees by 8 o'clock. We'll be seasonable by lunchtime, and then we'll hit our high about 3 to 5 o'clock tonight. That is 88 degrees. We'll cool back down tonight, clear skies throughout the evening, topping our low of 59 degrees.
Breaking overnight, one person in Minneapolis is under arrest after driving into a crowd, killing one and injuring at least one other. Protesters were gathered for Winston Smith, who was shot and killed by a fugitive task force earlier this month. 2 protesters were transported to the hospital for injuries, one of whom died after arrival. A preliminary investigation indicates intoxication by the driver may have been a factor in the crash. The driver was transported to the hospital by the police for his injuries, but his current status is unknown. Senator Ron Johnson's YouTube account is on hold. The social media giant suspended it Friday after Johnson posted a video regarding questionable treatments for COVID-19. In a statement, a YouTube spokesperson says they don't allow, quote, content that encourages people to use hydroxychloroquine or ivermectin. The suspension is expected to last a week. Johnson's spokeswoman Alexa Henning says the video in question came from a viral event from the Milwaukee Press Club. Johnson himself was upset with the 7-day punishment, saying YouTube has, quote, accumulated too much unaccountable power. Versiti Blood Center of Wisconsin is issuing an emergency appeal for blood donations as supplies are dropping to critically low levels. All blood types are needed, with type O negative and O positive blood most in demand. Right now, there is less than a day's supply of blood on shelves to supply Versiti's more than 68 hospital partners. Versiti Blood Centers is down more than 40% in donations, while the need for blood has increased nearly 10%. One donation of blood, which takes less than 1 hour, can help save up to 3 lives. You can visit Versiti's website to learn more. Part of Main Street in La Crosse will be closed for the rest of the summer. Starting today, Main Street from West Avenue to 17th Street South will be closed for utility work and road construction. There will be a marked detour during construction, routing traffic north to State Street. That closure is anticipated to last until early September. For any questions, the City of La Crosse says to contact the City Engineering Department. River City Gallery and Art Market is making an impact in the lives of students in the community. The gallery played host to the La Crosse Society of Arts and Crafts' first-time event to award 5 scholarships to local area high school graduates. La Crosse Society of Arts and Crafts highlights and promotes local fellowship and education in the enjoyment of arts and crafts. Each student who received a scholarship will display their piece of art at the gallery for the month of June.
Well, today will be another nice and warm one. We'll reach 70 degrees by 8 o'clock this morning. Mostly sunny throughout the day. We could see some passing clouds. Seasonable around noon, 84 degrees. We'll reach our high of 88 by 5 o'clock this evening. Like I said, mostly sunny throughout the day. Then we will start to cool down and clear up. Skies will be clear tonight. Looking ahead to the next 8 days, temperatures in those mid-80s throughout the week. We do bump up on Thursday for some chances of thunderstorms. Cool back down this weekend. A couple more chances on Sunday and Monday, but those are going to clear out by Tuesday.
We want to thank you for sharing your morning with us. We hope you have a great Monday. We'll look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow.